There's no way I can make this video. I'm too fat. Way too fat. December 27th, I was 242. I went down to 229 about 3 weeks ago. My body just said, that's good, you're done. I have no interest in losing weight anymore, buddy. I don't care about what you're doing. And I'm sure I could lose more weight if I starve myself more, but I don't know, man. Maybe this is it. Maybe I'm stuck. Maybe I should stop making videos at the very circumferentially challenged 229. So here's what I want to talk about today. Jobs I didn't sign up for. And yes, there is a connection to timepieces, to watches. Jobs I didn't sign up for. 3 nights ago, celebrated my family's birthdays. My wife's birthday is on February 17. My twin daughter's February 18. So we celebrate, one big dinner. I spent $240, most I've ever spent in my life, at dinner. Congratulations, McMahon, you spent $240. So we went to the MB Grill. It's an upscale seafood restaurant at the Alamo Mall. I was going to get the, ribeye steak. I had a plan a month ago. I was going to get ribeye steak. Then I asked the waiter for a recommendation. He goes, the seafood stew is amazing. Oh, okay, I'll get the seafood stew. My wife gets the halibut. It's great. My daughter Natalie gets the sushi roll. Amazing. My daughter Julia gets the lobster ravioli. Amazing. So I get the seafood stew. And as my family's getting their meals, I don't get my meal. I get a surgical tool kit, with serrated forceps, lancet, shell crushers. And I go, this isn't really the comfortable meal I signed up for. I'm not sure. Oh, I get it. This is one of these things where I'm going to be breaking up shellfish, digging in, piercing. A lot of surgery involved. Not very relaxing. I said to the waiter, you got a bib? He goes, no, we've run out of bibs, sir. So my meal comes in late. Piping hot cioppino sauce. It's just, the steam's coming out. It's too hot to even get to the shells. By the time my meal had cooled off, so I could even get into the shells and do this, my family was done eating. Then my family's laughing at me because my body is covered with shrapnel. Shrapnel and cioppino sauce. Looks like blood. I'm just a mess. And at one point the waiter comes in and he says, how you doing, man? How's the meal? I go, you want to go in the back kitchen, get me a change of clothes, a power drill, and some safety goggles, then I'll be fine. I don't think I was joking. I was kind of resentful that I had taken that recommendation. It was a job inside. I think one of my daughters, she photographed me in this state of mental deterioration, and I think she uploaded those photos to Snapchat. So my humiliation is complete. Eating cioppino with all these surgical tools is a job I didn't sign up for. Speaking of jobs I didn't sign up for, I want to talk about watch collecting. I have 5 watches in my collection right now. It seems a little too many. I think I might go down to 3, just on principle, just on mental hygiene. Currently wearing a beautiful Seiko Tuna SBBN049. Can you see the beauty of it? Ooh, Lord have mercy. And then it's on a Darth Vader strap, super comfortable. I put the 021 strap on my 055. Oh my God, the comfort, the confidence. Woo! Okay, so it's crazy in the last few years, and those of you guys who know me, you'll know this. If my collection got over 7, I would have a nervous breakdown. I would have to call, Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard, I'm losing my mind. It's weird, man. There have been times in the last 18 years since my collection madness started where I've had dozens and dozens of watches. And then, I got away from the TV brands, started wearing Japanese divers mostly, and that's pretty much where I'm at now. And I really hate having a lot of watches. I hate it. Part of it is I just can't bond with a watch. So I can bond with this a lot more, having fewer watches. And I have a Citizen Retrozilla, I call it. It's kind of square shaped. I like it, but I might sell it. I have a Monster 3rd Gen. I might sell it. because on principle I only have 3 watches. I think I could wear my Willard, my Captain Willard, out and about and make that my water sport watch. Why not? Why not have the experience of wearing my Willard out in the wild? Why do I have to baby it and then wear the so-called the junker watches, whatever you want to call them? So man, I'm tempted to go down to 3. Ooh, that would be tempting. That would be delicious. Can you imagine that? Then I wouldn't have a job. It's almost like when the collection gets big, I call it the collection. And the collection, it rules you. It like, oh, you got to go to a weekly meeting. You got to do a brain hijack and worry about your wrist rotation. You're going to get a biannual work assessment review. How you doing? And the collection, I got to do a state of the collection, and I got to write all this stuff down. It starts to feel like labor. That's not why I got into watches. I went into watches to bond with a beautiful watch or 2 or 3, which I can only do with 1, 2, or 3. And for those of you who just buy a Rolex Explorer 2, 42 millimeters, or just buy a Mega Planet Ocean, or just buy a Grand Seiko, and that's it, part of me really understands what you're up to. My only concern with just having 1 watch, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, if you wear the same watch every day, it's going to get beat up. I'm sorry, man. It's going to have scars on it. You're going to be like the alpha elephant in the Serengeti with some battle scars, man. You're going to have some battle scars on that bad boy. I'm not sure if I'm into battle scar mode. I wouldn't mind alternating a little bit. It's just my only concern. So it starts to feel like a job when it gets too big. You know, because I have an obsessive personality, just about anything that I do is going to become a rabbit hole. It's going to be a complete job. I've been thinking of getting a desktop computer replacement, and then I look at all these things that are like $2,500 that have like 3080 GPUs in them, or 3070s, and then I start looking at these fanatical YouTubers who they tear up the desktop. They look inside, they look at the fans, everything, and they pretty much tell you it's all junk. All this pre-assembled stuff is junk. I've spent hours doing this, and now I get nothing because it all sounds like junk in this job I didn't sign up for. Might end up just getting like a Mac Mini with an M2 chip in it, but I just want to make sure that it will work with printers and other gadgets. So it's more really concerned about Apple products. Sometimes I've had trouble connecting them. I don't like uploading drivers all the time. I just like plug and play because that's how I am. But man, I don't know. So everything I do, it becomes like a job. I study menus for months, and at the last second, I listen to the waiter's recommendation, and I got like I got surgical toolkit in my hand. I'm covered with splatter. That's not cool. I fall in love with watches, and next thing I know it, I'm wasting way too much time in the day having a nervous breakdown over what watch I'm going to wear. I do a deep dive into computers, and they all end up being kind of like junk, so I end up buying nothing. I have a feeling I'll end up getting that Mac Mini, that M2. I don't even know how this little tiny computer works out over here. I'm obsessed with it right now. I'm loving this tuna. I'm loving the fact that I'm wearing it, and it doesn't feel like a job. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, any jobs you didn't sign up for that you got going in your life? Is your watch collecting kind of going in that modality? You're trying to get out of that? Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'm out.